This might just be one of the busiest weeks on the Fall Preps calendar. Good morning, I'm Ashley Moore, and while we have teams and players laying it all out on the line for a state championship, we also have local athletes signing on the dotted line this last Tuesday to decide their future. It's only one of the biggest days in all of prep sports, National Signing Day, a day where all the blood, sweat, and tears pays off, marking a sign to the end of that high school playing career.
To Colorado State University, Carly Coolidge.
Everything's just coming together because before, I was so stressed and anxious. I wanted to win a state championship. I didn't know where I was going to college, and everything's just coming together and just God's working for me.
That's just Chatfield's state softball MVP, leading a class of 8 students, all signing on the dotted line to head to the next level, like Brady Snow.
This is everything I've worked towards, and I couldn't be fortunate enough for all the people around me and the coaches at Wofford that have made this happen.
Over at St. Mary's, 4 different ladies were honored, including All-American swimmer Caitlin Kreisel, headed to Emory after breaking her own state title record despite a few injuries.
It would be too easy, if it was just all highs, right? So I think the hardships is what makes it that much more special, and I think I'm so grateful to be here.
But to the back-to-back 3A golfer of the year and 5-time state champion, Maddie Banty, who's headed to Notre Dame, becoming the first St. Mary's golfer to go Division I.
This school has obviously amazing athletes, as we just saw, and in the past we've had other golfers come in, and it's just really special to be a part of that. And honestly, whatever school you go to, whatever division you go to, you're pretty special. So.
Reporting for 9 News, I'm Ashley Moore. Well, Valor had the biggest signee class with 28 student athletes headed to play at the next level. And Erie was right behind them with a class of 23 students. But Colorado Academy swept in the Division I department with all 6 of their girls going D1. But whatever level of play these students are headed for, local athletes from all over, Windsor, Devlin, Eagle Crest, and so many more, all use National Signing Day to celebrate with their friends and families. And how about the coaches and teachers that helped along in the process? So congrats to all the signees who signed their letter of intent to play at the next level. All right, so let's get to some action now. Every classification is now well into the high school football playoffs, with seasons on the line, meaning it's win or go home time, baby.
Good luck.
Well, over at Halftime Help Stadium, Castleview taking on Mountain Vista, and we'll pick it up on the kickoff. Sabercats trail 14-zip when Sam Harry fields it at his own 2, and he'll get a crease, and up the sideline he goes, turning on the burners for a 98-yard kickoff return, getting his team on the scoreboard. Castleview trails 14-7. Now to the second half. Golden Eagles with the play of the game. Oh, interception by Ja'Kai Mack with the one hand. My goodness, he'll take it 81 yards back for a pick 6 as Mountain Vista advances with a 52-20 win. Over in Littleton, the Chatfield Chargers looking to upset the 3-seed Arapahoe Warriors. But it was all Arapahoe in the first half. QB Michael Moynihan takes the snap, rolls right, but no one is open, so he tucks it in and takes it himself. Down the sideline and in for the first score of the half. But to overtime, shout out to Chatfield fan for the video. Tied at 21. Chargers QB Jake Jones takes it himself for the touchdown as the Chargers upset Arapahoe in overtime, 28-21. Well, now to Jeffco Stadium. Wake up, it's playoff time as the 2-ranked Columbine Rebels took on Fountain Fort Carson. And how about a run to get us going? Ball on the 75 when Mason Moreno gets out to the right, and it's a track race. Down the sideline he goes with defenders falling at his feet. 75-yard tutty as Columbine obliterates the Trojans 65-7. We're over at D20 Stadium, Pine Creek taking on Denver East, and it's Creeks Cameron Cooper, who sends a beauty of a pass to Ramon Pacheco, but I think the catch looked even better, and they'll get it back. It's handed off, but East MJ Daly is there for the stuff, but it wouldn't be enough. Pine Creek wins it 41-24. And in Class 4A, Thomas Jefferson taking on Dakota Ridge at Jeffco. Winner heads to the quarterfinals. TJ with it first. QB Dimitri Haralambopoulos with time sends it to Doran Sacha, who would do the rest and bring this game within 3. But Dakota Ridge was just too dominant. Ball on the 46 when it's handed off to Landon Callback, and up the gut he goes, and look at that ball security as he outruns everybody. Dakota Ridge eliminates Thomas Jefferson 52-28. We're now to the 5-seed Mesa Ridge Grizzlies taking on the Loveland Red Wolves. And this one might shock you. Loveland ball first. And it's a designed run. Dre Olsen out to the right. Gets a huge block and an even bigger hole to put Loveland up first. But that would be their only touchdown of the game. Bryce Raw floats a beauty of a pass to Avant Wright. Grizzlies send the Red Wolves packing 57-7. We're down in Class 3A. If you like defense, these are your highlights. Thompson Valley versus Discovery Canyon, and it's Discovery Canyon first. The ball is out, but it's intercepted by Marco LaPierre, who snags it and gets down in the end zone. All right, Canyon with it again. Pitch outside to Kaylor McGuire, but he gets blasted. Thompson Valley wins 21-7. And then there were the #1 Palmer Ridge Bears taking on the Denver South Ravens. And you guessed it, it was all Bears. Hand off to Gabe Klein, who gets up the middle and just bobs and weaves through defenders and in for the score. Bears win it 42-6. Now in 3A, the Roosevelt Rough Riders taking on Riverdale Ridge, and it'll be all Roosevelt. Bronco Harson just burst through the line, and look at him go. Out to the right, gets a block, cuts back in, and back to the right for the score. Rough Riders eliminate Riverdale Ridge 55-20. Here's Hartson after the big road win.
Being on the road in the first round is kind of a little eye-opening, but I think the team came out executed just perfectly. And I think if we can keep that rolling, we'll see how far we can go.
And while we are deep in the playoffs, the game of football isn't always about wins and losses. It's also about teaching valuable lessons on and off the playing field. And this morning, we head about 70 miles northeast to meet a kid who's inspiring his community after nearly losing his life. In the small, windy town of Bricksdale, Colorado, is a story larger than life.
I'm sure the first time we put him out on the field, most of the parents went, oh my God, he's gonna get hurt. But we talked to the refs ahead of time, and as soon as he catches the ball, he's down because, you're down in football as soon as your knee hits.
Carlos Valdez is a sophomore on the Bricksdale Falcons football team. He's also a double amputee.
They don't ever make me feel like I'm one of those kids that, without legs and everything, because I know I don't have legs and stuff, but they never make me feel like, they make me feel like normal, a regular football player.
At just 9 years old, Valdez lost both of his legs in a boating accident and nearly his life. 5 months in the hospital, 3 of those in a coma, and 27 surgeries later.
So I hated my life at that moment for a couple of years, and then it hit me. I can't let this hold me back. I can't let it destroy me.
He'd pick back up on skiing, horseback riding, and this season decided he'd play football for the very first time, against his mom's wishes.
Just the comments, how mean people are and how people hide behind a screen to say the mean things. That's what I was afraid of, was emotional damage.
Ironically, online is where Carlos would find his strength, on TikTok, garnering millions of views.
I see all those nasty things, all those nasty remarks as motivation. That's what really makes me try harder and pushes me to do things.
He then set his sights on scoring his first touchdown in week 2 against Otis.
So I ran out there past the end zone line and made the catch in my bicep. It was one of the greatest feelings ever.
And Jerry Patterson would write it perfectly, and the crowd goes wild.
When you have such an underdog and he actually gets to go do what he wants to do, it's such a hero story.
Go Carlos!
I want to show people that have never seen anything like it before that it's possible, that kids like me can play, that it's absolutely possible. You're just going to have to try a little bit harder, but it's definitely going to be worth it in the end.
Shout out to Carlos, truly an inspirational athlete. Well, reminder, we can't be everywhere. So if you're ever out at a game and see something you'd like featured on the Prep Rally, send it over. That's all, folks. I'm Ashley Moore, and we'll see you next time right here on the 9 News Prep Rally.